Everyone is wrong about why the Marvels did bad at the box office. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Marvels is a female-led superhero movie, and it had the lowest box office numbers in Marvel history. And like, cue the comment section that's like, whoa, the movie the women were and did bad. Let's cue the culture war. Or maybe it's just as simple as like, people are sick of superheroes. No, that's too simple. I drew a diagram. Let's get into it. First off, before we zoom into this, I scribbled this in the bottom, which is think in more than one dimension. Many of the think pieces that you see say that there must be just one cause. It's either this or this or this or this. The world is more complicated than that, babe. It's not just one cause. Causality is not linear in the way that it is often discussed, and you have the ability to broaden your brain and recognize that there may be more than one thing at play here. Go gadget nuance. First axis here, people love superheroes versus people have superhero fatigue. As I understand it, the Loki TV show is doing really well, which would give evidence for like, we live in this region, but this movie, The Marvels, did really poorly, which would give evidence for we live in this region. Which one is it? OMG. Here's another axis of analysis. Women can't lead movies. This is like nonsense nerds. Stephen King was talking about them in some of his posts that like nonsense nerds are sorry, the Stephen King thing I said too fast. Stephen King wrote some tweets about how this is like adolescent, toxic boy nonsense. People are celebrating that this movie is doing badly because the culture war, this is at its root disgustingly sexist. And more to the point, it's actually empirically wrong. We know that women can lead successful movies because the Barbie movie made $1 billion. The existence of the Barbie movie, and I'm being fast and loose because it's TikTok here. We don't have a lot of time, but the existence of the Barbie movie kind of gets rid of this entire region of analysis because it is a proof by counterexample that in fact female-led, female-directed movies can be extremely profitable. But I've drawn a third dimension. What is that? What is this sort of mystery thing? It's the actors strike. It's the actor strike, baby. This axis right here represents how much a movie is promoted. High promotion, low promotion. If you were not aware, during the actors strike, one of the conditions was that actors were not allowed to promote the movies that they were in. Not allowed. They were choosing not to do that as a way to express collective economic power. It freaking worked because the strike ended and they got what they wanted. I just made that claim, like some evidence for this. You will have noticed that like people are suddenly promoting all of their films on Instagram out of the blue. Out of the blue. Sorry, I'm pressing the cut off button too soon. I had a little too much caffeine and I got out of the hospital like a week ago. So we're breaking back in. But I made a claim. Don't take my word for it. Here's some evidence.
It means so much to have an actor come on the show that can talk about their project. It's a big deal for us. You're our first.
The Marvels doing badly at the box office could be evidence for superhero fatigue, and it could be evidence for misogyny in society. But what it is certainly evidence for is that the promotional work of actors and actors withholding their work from studios led to a significant financial hit to the studios. Collective bargaining in the form of the writer's strike and the actor's strike made a real economic difference. It is a form of real power. And you want to know how we know it's real power? Because all the studio executives eventually settled. They had to bend the knee to the source of the real labor, the source of the real money, which is the work of the people involved. So don't get all the way lost in the culture war sauce. Actors, writers, what industry is next? Because the power really is, it's really ours. Sorry, this video was a little crazy. I'm just back from the hospital. If you want to support me on Patreon or Venmo me stuff, now would be a time. Okay, talk to you soon.